Hello friends and welcome back to The Pursuit. My name is Dean. If you're watching my channel for the first time, this channel is dedicated to people who are working hard every day to make a better life for themselves, for their families, and for their communities. Right now I'm doing a series I call Zero to Hero, where I'm trying to work completely outside of my normal daytime job and my family budget to go from $0 to $10,000, see how quickly I can do that. Then we'll see where we can take it from there. I just completed week 3. If you want to watch the last video, you kind of see what I've done up to this point, but I can summarize it here for you as well. So, being that I had no money to start with, I started looking for easy side hustles, something that I could generate some seed cash with, and I stumbled across a plasma center locally that was running a promotion where for the first 8 donations, you could get $750. If it takes an hour and a half per donation, you'd be making somewhere in that like $70 to $90 an hour. It seemed like a pretty good deal. And even though it's not very fun and it hurts and I'm not a huge fan of needles, I'm doing it anyway. So here is the page that essentially shows my progress. This week I got $100 and $90. Next week I'll get $90 and then $100 and we'll complete the full promotion and we'll have captured the $750. Last week I left off with $202 in cash. I also have some inventory. They're little instruments that my daughter-in-law is going to sell in a craft show. I also have some parts coming in for some instruments that I can make. I made these for Christmas last year. I'm going to make some more, see if we can sell them. The parts for those I ordered through Alibaba, and they should be arriving tomorrow from what I can see. So I should be able to get going on those this week, and hopefully we can turn that into some more cash flow, some more revenue, and hopefully some profit to the bottom line here. In addition to selling plasma this week, which that $190 took me up to $392 in cash, I'm starting to think of what else can I do. Yard sales are a common way to make extra money, or people use Facebook Marketplace to sell things. So I've started taking stock in what I have. I do have a ton of stuff that I don't use, and I probably will sell some of my personal possessions that are of little value to me anymore. They're either not getting used or I've got multiples of them. And so one thing that I decided this week I would try to sell was a shotgun that I bought several years ago. And as you might imagine, if you've never owned a gun before, buying and selling guns, there's a process involved in that. Usually when you're buying guns, depending on what you're buying, there's some type of background check involved. And if you're selling guns, you either have to sell them directly to an individual, or you can sell them to people who buy and sell guns. You can't sell them on Facebook Marketplace. If you do try to sell them on Facebook Marketplace, you can be banned for life. And so just know that don't get a wild hair and just post a gun on Facebook Marketplace. They'll take it down and then they can ban you from being able to use the platform, which, is a free platform for most of us and has quite a bit of value. So for me, I decided to go directly to dealers because I didn't want anybody coming to my home purchasing guns. I didn't want to meet up with somebody anywhere. And quite frankly, because this specific shotgun was kind of a low quality shotgun that I bought because it was inexpensive. It looks really nice. So here's just a little video I shot of the shotgun to show you what it looks like, what I was selling. It looks pretty fancy. It's camoed out. It's a semi-automatic. Semi-automatic shotguns are a little bit more expensive if you buy nice ones. This one was Turkish made, I was told when I bought it, made by a company that was called Zenith. And it wasn't expensive. It was like $350. And, so I wasn't expecting to get a bunch out of it. But quite frankly, I've never used it. I have other shotguns, including one that I won at a Ducks Unlimited banquet when I was 14 years old. It's a reliable Mossberg pump action shotgun that I've used for years and years and years. And in my opinion, it outperformed this particular gun. So I just didn't see any reason to have it stick around. It's literally been collecting dust for 6 years. So I broke it out, I shined everything up, and I took it to the local Cabela's to see what they could do for me. Their process there was really interesting. I should really make a video on what that process is like, because I know there's a lot of people that are looking to sell guns, and it can be somewhat challenging. But with Cabela's, it was actually really easy. I walked in, they had a person greet me. I told them, yes, I'm looking to sell my shotgun. They took me to a counter, opened it up, inspected it. They put a lockout kit on it so that it was safe to go through the store. Then they escorted me over to their gun counter, and the professionals at the gun counter took the gun back, did some research, and they came back and gave me a written quote. And their written quote was $180, which I felt like was low. It was less than I wanted to get for it. So I simply declined the offer. I took the gun with me and I left. And I decided I would check with a couple other gun buyers, gun brokers. I went to a local place, went in. They're like very kind. It was just straight up mom and pop shop. I broke it out and put it on the counter. Here's actually a picture of it sitting there on the counter. And you can see all the guns they have for sale. But they did a quick inspection. They recognized it. The guy said that they'd actually had some of these that they sold in their store. He told me he could buy them right now, brand new, for $375. Asked me how much I wanted for it. I just told him, hey, how about $250? It was $70 more than Cabela's offered me. And being that it had been used some, they can't sell it as new. So the guy looked at me and said, hey, no problem, let's do it. So he wrote the deal up. They took my ID. Everything was legal and on the up and up. And he cracked open the cash register, and he just handed me $250 in cash. So I still have the $250 in cash that I can either use to do more bartering, buying and selling, or put it in the bank and accumulate it with the rest of the cash until we can figure out where we're going with this thing and what things we can do to accelerate my progress towards my goal of $10,000, zero to hero. So all in all, pretty good week. I'm trying to find other ideas. I can see, it's not super easy. I don't have a allocated or like a permanent full-time side hustle going right now. So I'm going to be looking into other side hustles that are available, as well as looking at other items in my house that I want to part with. It is getting close to Christmas time, so it's actually a really good time to sell things that you don't want or don't need. And so we will keep pushing towards this goal of zero to hero. Folks, I hope you're having an amazing day. If you stayed on this long, let me show you a quick video of the sunset tonight where I live. It was 100% absolutely gorgeous. Just literally beautiful. So some cheer to end the week with. Folks, I hope you're having a great week. I hope you're working hard to push towards your own goals. If you've got any side hustles or ideas for me that you think I can use to reach my goal of getting $10,000 without using my primary income, side hustle based, leave them in the comments for me. If you're not subscribed, I invite you to do that. Thanks for checking in with me this week. And until next time, plan, pursue, and persist.